Yeah, I mean, a lot of credit to Coach Schmidt and St Bonaventure. I mean, I thought they came out, played inspired. Obviously, we played them at our place, and they came out ready to play. And a big thing in our program, and knowing Coach Schmidt and some guys that played for him, and the things they say about him, that's the impact you want to leave on your players as a coach. And then, it's really important to have the right people around you. And he's done that. Obviously, he's been around for 19 years, and the success he's had. I told him after the game, I said, I'm pissed we lost, but I'm happy for him. And these guys right here, to my left, we fought all year through adversity. Today was a little harder, but they played inspired, and they played inspired because of what Coach Schmidt means to those guys. So, that's pretty much all I have.
The questions for Truth and Ashton?
Riley Brand from Mid-Major Madness. Truth, just to start us off, I mean, you've got to play 3 years under Coach Nichols here, obviously following over LaSalle with your final year of eligibility here. Just talk about what your relationship with him has meant to you, and obviously getting to play with him here at LaSalle, be a part of this project.
Our relationship is strong. Like you said, I played for him 3 years, so I kind of know him. He kind of knows me. And I just say, like, the past 3 years have been great. I learned a lot under him, and I just hope our relationship continues to grow, and it will. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to continue to grow and him helping me out. When I go overseas pro, because he played the pro life, and he has a lot of experience over there, so I'm gonna be able to pick his brain a lot about with that, and just have him helping me with that, ask him to help him with certain things with that also.
Truth, I've been following you since Mount Vernon, and it's bittersweet saying goodbye to your college career. 100+ games, 5 different colleges, but you've been with Darris for a while now, and really gotten faster, better. Just how's it been? It's a long, sweet ride. You should be on a pension by now, young man. How's it been?
So yeah, like you said, I've been in college for a little while. I started in 2020. It's been an experience. I would say it's been a lot of ups and downs, but I feel like over the years I've grown more and more, and I feel like these past 6 years have made me more of a man than anything else could have. So I would say these past 6 years, and then being with Coach Nice the past 3 years, it's helped me a lot, just growing up and maturing and just being ready for what's next after this.
Nick Gurnball from Duke Student Television. This one's to Ashton. You started off the day shooting a little slow, but you bounced back and had a pretty, I would say, really resilient second half. What helped you kind of fight back instead of just sticking your head in the sand, seeking for things that just to kind of stick your head in the sand when things are going wrong?
I feel like if you quit when adversity strikes, then you're not gonna be able to get through anything in life. My coach just literally said that in the locker room. And we also had a saying, next play speed. Every time I mess up, make a mistake, miss a shot, that's what goes through my mind. Next play, go down on defense, get a stop, come back down, make the right play. So that's what helped me to pick it back up in the second half.
Whenever it's just raw going on kind of in the first half, I mean, how do you guys keep your mental fortitude going in the halftime to come out and try to play in the second half?
Could you repeat that for me?
Like, whenever Rob was the only one really getting something going in the first half, so like, how do you keep your like mental fortitude to come out in the second half and just not give up?
For me, like, him going off is a good thing. So keep feeding him. If he's making the right plays, then just keep going with it. I always support my teammates. If he's knocking down shots, then I'm right behind him, making sure he's getting his shots. So it doesn't really, I don't know, to a selfish person, it might disturb their mental or make them feel like they have to as well. But for me, it makes me want to get my teammates more involved and get them more going. So that's how I really navigate that.
Riley from the Major Madness. Ashton, I think back to that first night at Glazer Arena against Coppin State where you dropped 18 points and really sort of came on the scene as a freshman here. Just I'm sure that feels like a long time ago. It certainly does for me at this point. But just how much have you found yourself kind of learning and growing as a freshman here in year one when you think back to that
considering that coming in this game, it's a playoff game, going hard, it could be your last game, right? So that's really all that was going through my mind, me getting through the season and getting to this point. I feel like in the middle of the season, I had a little slump, but I was prepared for that, and I was ready to. I've always been able to face adversity very well, so just stay in the gym, keep working hard, keep going, talk to my coaches, watch film, everything that I can control, I take care of first, and eventually I got through it. I started shooting the ball better towards the end of the season, so it's been a great journey. I'm grateful for the opportunity that was given by Coach Nice. It's been a wonderful season, although that we took a lot of losses, but it's all a learning experience for me.
Brown Holiday 10 Talk. Questions for Truth. Truth, with all of the injuries this year, unprecedented year, can you speak of the type of leadership that Dean Ice has provided for this team this year?
He's been uplifting. You know, like you said, we started the year off with injuries, and I feel like we've just been dealing with it the whole year. But he never came in to practice with like a bad mindset or a bad attitude. He always came to uplift and just make sure just keep everybody ready and ready to go, have a good energy, and just bring great energy every day in practice. Always, yeah. And like Ashton said, next play speed is like one of the biggest things that we preach, and that's a next play speed type of thing. Like, you know, people get injured. That's just people get injured. Sorry, that's a part of the sport. So, you know, that's why there's 5 players playing on the court and there's another 10 on the bench, because, you know, people got to just be ready to go and just be able to be ready to play.
Thanks, guys. Open it up for questions for Coach Nichols now. Just raise your hand, we'll get you the mic.
Coach, I asked Truth about your relationship with him. You know, another guy on this team who's been with you for a couple of years, and Josiah, both of them have followed you over here to LaSalle to be a part of this project. Can you just talk about the importance of that relationship and what those two guys in specific have kind of meant to you?
Yeah, I think it's really important. You know, especially when you're trying to create an environment, you know, where, you know, people can do their best work, and those guys understand that, you know, who we are, how we coach, you know, our standards. When they're away from us, whether it's, you know, off the court, they could relay to the guys, to the new guys, okay, this is what they're trying to get accomplished, this is what they're trying to get across. And they really did a good job, I think, this year of getting guys to understand how hard we play. And, you know, I appreciate them for that. A lot of people don't know that, you know, I don't remember when it was, after Truth got hurt that second game of the year, he could have shut it down and had ankle surgery. And it's a guy, he said, no, I'm going to keep fighting. So just testament to who they are and what they stand for. I thought it was really important bringing, especially year one, bringing high character guys into the program.
Coach, going off that a little bit more, I mean, you talked about the adversity you guys fought through this year. Just kind of what do you take away from this group in your first year as that coach?
There's a lot. I mean, it's like life. There's a lot of things that's going to be thrown your way, and it's all about how you respond to it. And, you know, I told them, I said, college basketball, you know, it's different than when I played. It's, you know, it's further from the real world than, you know, what it used to be. But you got to understand, there's going to be adverse situations in everything you do. So, you know, as a staff, we always say, okay, if we want our guys to be this, then we have to be this. So if we don't want our guys to make excuses, then us as a staff, we can't make excuses. So that's, you know, kind of how we went through the season with all the different things that we've been dealt. So, you know, and just being adaptable, you know, playing different lineups, playing different ways. I thought the guys did a good job of really buying into us having to adapt on the fly.
Any more questions up front?
Coach, you and Coach Schmidt had Coach Schmidt had a moment there at half court at the end.
Yeah.
Did he share anything with you, any type of advice as he sort of ends his career and you start yours?
No, he just said, you know, I'm pulling for you. You know, you're going to be fine. You guys are going to be really good, have a lot of respect for your program. But, you know, there's a lot of people in the business who you know really well. There's a lot of people who you kind of know or you respect. He's one of those guys that I know a lot of his former players, so I've learned to respect him by hearing their stories. And I think as a coach, that's something that you need to hear. And, you know, for him, just the way it ended, and I tell my guys all the time, you know, you got to have the right people around you. And I think with him, the success that he's had and who he is as a person is something that is really something that, you know, if I look 19 years from now, I want my guys saying the same thing.
Thank you.
Any more questions for Coach? All right, thank you, fellas.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.